Oh, dude, this was messed up too. You see the?
Yeah, this is
Do you see the guy that died? Like the Green App stream. Like he was like it was like some it was like a 46-year-old dude that like died, and they were just like they're like strangling him and like they I guess they were like giving him stuff like substances. I don't know what happened. Classic Green App stream. Y'all didn't hear about this? This was like 2 days ago.
is just downright evil. A French streamer named Jean Parmenov, real name Raphael Gravin, has passed away in his sleep on stream after this marathon stream that he was a part of, where his friends, and I wouldn't call them friends, they are like actual demons, basically just abused him, beat him, fundamentally tortured him, made him consume dangerous things.
You guys didn't hear about this, bro? This blew up like in the past like 48 hours. This is like crazy news. He literally died like on stream.
And then he went to sleep and died in his sleep. He was 46 years old, and the exact cause of death is currently being investigated. Jean Parmenov was mainly a gamer, and then over time grew a big following and started doing like more IRL streams, and from what I can gather, more like extreme challenges. But what happened during this marathon stream where he ultimately passed away was something that he was not a full willing participant of, as evidenced by what he would say during streams, as well as a text message he sent to his mother just days before his death. He allegedly sent this to his mom shortly before he passed.
Dude, with all due respect, if I see a statement that says according to Dexerto, there's a 10% chance I'm gonna believe all of it, bro. I'm sorry. I know with all due respect, that is not the most credible place to get news from.
Hey mom, how are you? I'm sick of this game. It's gone way too far. I feel like I'm being held hostage by their awful concept. I'm exhausted. I want to leave, but the other guy won't let me. He's holding me hostage. The other streamers involved here are trying to claim they had nothing to do with it, and then even posted some very heartfelt messages about
Yeah, dude, but there's literally a clip of like him getting strangled by the other dude.
his passing and how much he meant to them. But if you watch any of the footage, and I don't know what I can and can't show you here because it is actually torturing this guy, and then he eventually dies. Like, if you just watch that, it's very clear this isn't a man they respected. This is someone they treated like a human punching bag.
On t'écoute. Ouais, ça va. J'ai jamais bougé. Vraiment.
Yeah, bro, but to me, all these clips though that I've seen, it seems like he wanted to kind of be there and do this stuff with them, but they're just two idiots. And like just have no like limit or what do you call it? I guess just like no like limits on stuff, yeah. Yeah, see, bro, they're just like what are they doing? It seems like everybody that's here is on like Fent, and then he's sober, and then they're just like messing with him, and he's like sober to be like, yo, what the heck is going on? And then they're just so effed up and they just don't even know. Yeah, bro, there's like kicking the crap out of him. They're probably all drunk. Bro, if there's besides him, if there's a single sober person in the room, they should be publicly stoned for letting this happen. I mean, not to mention they all yeah, like, bro, they're like strangling him.
Arrête, ça fait. Arrête. Oui, oui. Ah, il me prend, putain. Arrête, il va mourir. Arrête, il va mourir.
I've seen a few news sources showing these clips, so I'm assuming that these are okay to show. Not that any of it is okay, it only gets worse from here. But as far as what they did to this man and the abuse that he endured, this is like the lowest level of it. Not that there's a such thing as diet torture, there's no such thing as like a tasteful amount of torture. But as far as like clips I can show you of just how awful it was, this is, I think, the limit of what I'm allowed to show. It is shocking that it went on for so long. Like, this was not just like a one-time thing. This was a recurrent gag on their
Yeah, it was like a marathon stream. They're like, it was like this was like every day they were doing that stuff.
streams where they bring Jean in, and then they all just turn into like the toddlers from Weapons and start like ripping at him, beating him, insulting him. Like they really treat him like their prisoner, like a dog's chew toy or something. It is foul. And they have the audacity to claim that they did nothing and that they are blameless in this death. Like, oh, it was just such an unexpected tragedy that he passed away. No one could have seen it coming. I think any sensible person will look at all of the evidence that they themselves filmed on stream and be able to say with high level of confidence that they definitely had a hand in his untimely death.
That's why I just be playing video games, bro. Listen. Bro, that is like classic Green App stream, bro. Not to say, not in a good way, but like, that's why I just be playing games.
The streamers directly involved in this have made statements where they're trying to put on this facade of grief, but I don't buy it at all. The first comes from Naruto, which is a wild name for a piece of shit like this to have. It's been a while since...
Wait, that's his name? His name is Naruto? Bro, what?
Name for a piece of shit like this to have. It's been a while since I've seen the show, but I don't recall Naruto ever being a huge advocate for torturing innocent people.
Anyway, no matter how serious the situation is, bro, Charlie, like, it's just so funny, bro.
A statement says, I've always dreaded writing these words. Sadly, last night, JP, Raphael Gravin, left us. My brother, my sidekick, my partner, 6 years.
Yeah, he's like, man, that was my... Bro, imagine you, like, meet up with your friends every day, and then you just, like, one of the friends in the friend group, like, shows up, and you all just start, like, beating the crap out of them, and then, like, that person dies, you're like, man, that was my homie, man. I can't believe it, dude. Like, that's crazy. Like, bro, what?
Side by side, never letting...
This makes it worse. Like, this makes it, like, legit worse.
Go. I love you, my brother. We will miss you terribly. Please respect his memory and don't share the video of his final moments.
Yeah, I wonder why he said don't share the video of his final moments. Probably because it's, like, literal, like, attempt, like, second-degree murder on camera.
For his family and for us, his second family. Rest in peace. A bunch of words there, and I don't believe any of them. All of these words are once again more meaningless than mahujanize, and that's a word that I completely made up. This is hollow when you look at how they treated this guy for so long. It wasn't just the physical abuse that Jean Parmenov, Raphael Gravin, endured. It was the mental abuse. They would all, like, from what I can tell, they were even doing their best to, like, keep him from sleeping. They were, like, strangling him as well, which, of course, is physical, too. But, like, there was significantly more than just the physical stuff they were doing to him to mistreat him and abuse him and dehumanize him. It was terrible. It was truly terrible. Like, obviously, I'm not going to show any more from the stream, but do you want to know how they went to check if he was still alive? Well, when they thought something might be a bit awry, they threw a bottle at him. They just threw a bottle.
I saw that clip on Twitter also. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Twitter is just a complete cesspool now. All those, like, horrible clips that you see, like, stuff like this happen, like, there's all, like, it's just, there's no, like, moderation anymore.
At his body, and then they went over and started slapping him to try and see if he'd wake up, but he was still unresponsive. So that's when it dawned on them that he had died in his sleep, on stream, right next to all of them. There is nothing that I have seen here that leads me to believe they genuinely cared about this guy. I think it's very clear Raphael Gravin very much cared about them and wanted to be their friend, and to me it seems like they exploited that. They manipulated him into being the butt of the joke for these humiliation streams. That's what these were. They were humiliation streams that they roped Raphael Gravin into agreeing to, and it seems like they were just dangling this carrot of friendship in front of him. And, like, all of the attention that it was gathering, it seems like they were holding over his head, like, oh man, we need you here, JP. We need to, you know, mistreat you on stream, but just know we love you. This is all part of, you know, the joke here for the audience. You know, we're all in on it. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you. That's what it seems like to me from everything I have seen here. And this has gone on for a really long time. It really seems like at no point did they actually respect JP or treat him like a friend. He was simply the catalyst for their humiliation streams. Because of him, they were able to get a lot more eyeballs and make a lot more money off humiliating and abusing this guy that they never actually really viewed as a friend. That's what it looks like to me. Now, all of this was broadcast on Kick, and it went on for a long time.
I mean, dude, Twitch has bad eggs, bro, but it's like everything you see that's just insanely messed up. It's people that go to this app to stream, bro. You know what I mean? It's not all of them, but it's
Not only this 10-day marathon, but a lot of the other abuse that happened prior also broadcast on Kick, and at no point were they ever like reprimanded or shut down, according to sources. So a lot of attention is now turning towards Kick about like how they handle illegal shit like this. So our priority is to protect creators and ensure a safer environment on Kick. All co-streamers who participated in this live broadcast have been banned pending the ongoing investigation. So they didn't ban until after JP's death. Now, this kind of thing has happened on Twitch before. This isn't...
Yeah, I was about to say, definitely stuff like this has happened on Twitch, but like, dude, nowadays it's like everybody's bad is on like Kick, bro. Like, not everything, but like a lot. Yeah, dude, how are you just like beating the crap out of somebody on stream and then you don't get banned? Like, what?
Exclusive to just Kick. This has happened on YouTube streaming before as well. There was a streamer a while back on YouTube who literally murdered his girlfriend on stream. This is unfortunately something that has happened on other streaming platforms, and I understand that it can oftentimes be hard for a company to proactively get involved and stop something from happening before it happens, preventing a tragedy. You know, this isn't fucking Minority Report here with Tom Cruise able to like see the future or some shit. Like, they couldn't prevent it in some of those cases, but this one's a little different because a big source of their content was mistreating JP on stream. Strangling him, beating him. Like, that was a big piece of their content for a while, even before, like, all of this blew up and he passed away. Like, I feel like at some point Kick could have absolutely been alerted to that and taken action. And Kick does have a history of letting criminal activity fly unpunished for a while. There is a streamer that I have talked about numerous times who has literally fucked a prostitute on stream, on Kick, in front of a child on stream, and still...
I just did not expect him to say that, bro. I'm trying to eat.
Was never banned for that. And that wasn't even the first time that he fucked a prostitute on stream. But that was the first time he did that while a child was literally in the room while he had sex with that prostitute. Still, never banned. Kick has been very loosey-goosey with their enforcement of their own policies, where they will let criminal activity fly for way too long. So that is something I think they really need to get under control. Kick has been growing a lot recently, and I think if it wants to continue to grow, it needs to take shit like this far more seriously. Like, before something like this happens. I feel like day one of JP being abused during this 10-day marathon, Kick could have come in and just put the kibosh on it. I'm not saying that would have saved his life or anything like that. Of course, there's no way to know. But if Kick would just be a little more mindful of trying to prevent illegal activities from being broadcast on there, it'd be really helpful not only to the platform, but to people like JP, where if his friends weren't receiving such monetary incentive to keep humiliating and abusing him, like if they had been banned by Kick, well, maybe they would have stopped. But when they get to do an entire 10-day marathon of a bulk of the content revolving around, like, fundamentally torturing this guy, well, then it seems like they got the green light to keep doing it, and they made a lot of money doing it too. And I already know the defense that a lot of people will use here about Kick has grown a lot, so there's a lot of buns in the oven. They can't keep track of every stream every single time. And I recognize that to a certain extent, but this was a big stream for them. Like, this is something that I think would have been on their radar in some capacity, and given...
I was gonna say, because it depends on the size of the stream. Like, bro, if you have like 5,000 viewers, it's definitely way more likely to get noticed by somebody that works like with whatever you're streaming on that platform versus like, you know, somebody with 10 viewers or like, you know, whatever it is.
Kick's history of just letting like real...
Because I think they were like they weren't like they definitely had like a good amount of viewers. It wasn't like they just started streaming or something.
Really degenerate and illegal shit fly for a while. I think there's a chance they knew about this, but just were letting it ride because it was a big stream, and they don't want to be viewed as the platform that's like Weenie Hut Jr., where they'll like ban people willy-nilly. Which again, I get, but when it comes to like torture and illegal shit, there is nothing wrong with stepping in and banning those accounts. In fact, I would argue it's very beneficial for your platform to do that, so that way the perception of Kick as a whole isn't like a lawless wasteland where criminals go to broadcast illegal shit. And it seems like the user base would like Kick to do more in cases like this. Aiden Ross made a statement where he mentioned that him and Drake are going to be covering the funeral costs for Rafael Gravin, which I think is a very nice gesture. And from what I can tell, it seems like Aiden agrees that Kick needs to do more in cases like this to stop the illegal content from being broadcast on that platform.
I mean, like, it's not even just like illegal. Like, it's just so messed up. Like morally, like, and like just like humanly, like, you know what I mean? I got Subway. I mean Subway.
Platform. It seems like it's something the users agree needs to have more action taken on, like stopping illegal broadcasts of crime on Kick. Now, to go back to the actual individuals involved in the abuse of Parmenov, one of the lawyers for them has come forward and said that the victim had cardiovascular problems and that the violence in the videos was acted. All of those scenes are just staged. They follow a script, he said.
Classic. Saul Goodman on the case.
Actually going back to the classic, it's all just acting. A pretty interesting defense tactic here. I wonder if the text message Rafael Gravin sent to his mother agrees that it was all a script and that it was just acting. It must have been part of it. It was one hell of a script here. This is up there with some of Nolan's best scripts. This is crazy. To claim that the violence was staged and just acted. No, the fuck it was not. You can watch it yourself and see that is not the case. Like, they're
Dude, that is actually crazy. What's up, noob?
trying to pull that meme of Patrick Stewart going to sleep and then saying, wasn't sleeping, just acting, and use it to try and excuse the hand that their clients may have had in the death of a 46-year-old innocent man on stream. It's, again, you can watch the clips yourself. It's pretty infuriating. It's hard to watch, but you can. And it's very clear this was not some script, and that this was not just acting. This is real terror and real abuse that this man suffered at the hands of people he thought were his friends. Now, I do know that there are a couple of clips where Rafael Gravin was playing along with it to a certain degree, where he would kind of lean into like the humiliation / abuse for the sake of like the stream. There are a couple moments of that, but it's very rare. The majority of the majority of it is them like just lashing out and like attacking him or making him do things against his will, and it's not scripted. Very clearly not scripted or fully agreed upon. So I think that is a very weak defense. I guess we'll see if the French courts agree, but I really think you can say with high confidence that this stream and these streamers did play a role in what ultimately happened to Rafael Gravin. They may not have directly killed him or anything like that, but I do think everything they put him through for such an extended period of time had a real role to play in what happened. It's sickening. This stream was hard to watch the clips from. It was brutal. Anyway, I had to talk about it a little bit. It's just so fucking crazy. That's really about it. See ya.
Dude, do you think that takes me back? Remember the Mr. Beast thing with Maj, I think his name is, like the weight loss stream where the coach like passed away a few weeks ago, months ago, whatever. Do you think that had to do with the Mr. Beast video, or was it completely random? Because I didn't see how he actually died. But I feel like the coach dying like from that like wouldn't make sense. Because he was in really good shape, and, like, I mean, he's just, like, coaching the guy. He's not actually, like, doing all that stuff. They did a Fallout video? I didn't see it. Where is it? Do you have the link? What's up, Skyline? Yeah, no, that's actually insane. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just, like, unemployed, so I see all the drama. Like, you know, like, Kick streamer shoots somebody, or, you know, this happens, this guy passed away. I just see all that stuff, so. Guys, we're becoming a reaction channel.